Hello, Lassie.
Hi. You're here to see Buddy.
I thought, since you didn't seem to mind when I spoke to you this afternoon at Fashions, that I'd come by.
No, I don't mind. He just came down to tell Mark that he had a phone call, and they both went up to the castle. I don't need to tell you the way.
No, you don't. You know, seeing you here with that daisy reminds me of another summer day in this beautiful place when you and I had our...
Yes, and it was a very long time ago, Duncan. Better forgotten.
Well, you can forget it if you like, but you can't take my memories away from me.
Duncan.
Well, buddy.
I didn't know you were coming out.
My goodness, is this the same lad that I found asleep on my doorstep? You look healthier and stronger already.
That's thanks to Shannon and Mark.
Oh, I'm sure that's up to Lotta's cooking.
Do you have time to come up to the castle?
Oh, well, that's why I came, to visit you.
Okay, great. Can he stay for dinner?
Sure, as far as I'm concerned, but you better clear it with Mr. Gibson and Mark, okay?
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that I'm free. But I could use a tour of the facilities. Will you take me on a tour?
Sure, I'll show you what I'm doing in the woodworking shop. I hear it used to be some old wine cellar.
Aye, and before that it was a dungeon. And it was...
You didn't need a daisy to tell you how much I love you. I intend to fill this castle with a gaggle of little McKechnies, and you'll be a wonderful father to them all. Loves me not, loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not.
What's going on?
Tonio and I were just discussing some business, that's all.
Well, it didn't look that way to me. You looked angry when I walked in.
Well, I thought that Tonio was trying to take advantage of me over a client, but I guess I overreacted.
I would say that you did, since that certainly wasn't the case.
Well, I certainly hope not. If I were to find that you were taking advantage of Emily in any way whatsoever, business or otherwise, I'd have to find another management consultant for Lombard Industries.
Well, I think Emily will admit that she jumped to the wrong conclusions.
I did. Tonio may be the competition, but you are in good hands, Brock.
Thank you.
Good. I thought I told you to stay away from here, Lombard.
Papers are right here, dear.
All right.
There you go. Oh, I gotta look at one thing.
Okay, well, great. I'll look at it, and I'll have a report to you in the morning.
You're not going to see Craig this evening, then?
Actually, I am seeing Craig, but this is business, and it's a priority, so I think he'll understand.
Well, you know, I think that's a very healthy attitude. I like you, you know. I mean that. I like you. I admire you. I just don't want you to be hurt. Should Sierra come... Hey!
Hello.
I beat you home!
Yes, we don't have birthdays.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. The best.
Hey, I thought I'd be smelling chicken and ribs over the phony charcoal by now.
Oh.
What, dear? Oh, no, the party doesn't get underway until 6:30. And we use bona fide charcoal. Oh. In this house, just for you.
The real stuff.
At 6:30, you'll telephone the house and ask for Duke. And we'll get going on what we'll call Phase 3, the final phase of our plan.
Who is it?
Mary Wagner.
Mr. Wagner. How did you know where I lived?
Well, never mind that. I haven't much time. I got to do at the mansion for my daughter's birthday party. I got a proposition to make for you. You and I team up, play our cards right, and we can have an annuity for life. Compliments of Mrs. Lucinda Walsh Dixon. You interested? Hmm?
portion brought to you today by Planters. There's a whole lot of nuttin' going on.
Craig, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you, Brock and I had a long talk, and we're friends again.
All right, that's the way you want it. Sorry, Brock. I can only plead ignorance. Well, that's all right. I guess I would only be trying to protect my partner, too. Look, is there something important I should know about before I go pick up Ellie?
Here are some messages you should probably take a look at. And I'm pretty eager to hear what happened between you and Holden.
Well, why don't we talk about that when we're alone, okay? Did you want to see me, Tony?
Craig, Tonio came to talk about the Tidewater account. We discussed last month's billings. I decided to split them with Tonio because he was involved in a lot of the decision-making before we got the account back.
Well, that sounds overly generous, but it's your call.
Thank you.
Craig, there is something I would like to discuss with you when we're alone.
Good. That means that you won't mind if I steer your partner away a little bit early this afternoon, huh? No, she makes her own hours. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. Say hi to Ellie.
I hope we'll be able to put our misunderstandings behind us, Craig. What do you say? Sure. Good.
Let's get going.
Good evening.
Good night.
What do you want, Tonio?
Craig, I met recently with Juanita Pereira. One of her family contacts in Montega promises some news of Sierra.
Montgomery & Associates.
Hey, I didn't know you were back. What happened with Holden?
Look, there's somebody here. What I tell you when I pick you up at the office?
I'm not at the office. Lucinda wanted me to come by and pick up some papers. I'm on my way to the farm. Why don't you meet me there since Bryant's with Lila and Margot?
Dear, why don't you ask Craig to come over for a drink for Pam's birthday?
Lucinda wants us to come and have a drink for Pam's birthday.
Well, how do you feel about that?
One drink won't hurt.
Okay. I'll see you soon. You know what I'm thinking, don't you?
Me too. Bye.
I didn't mean to limit it to to one drink, you know. You could stay for dinner.
Yeah, well, actually, Craig and I need some time alone. I don't think you got to finish what you were saying about Sierra coming back and me being hurt. I think that I probably would be hurt, but I'm gonna have to agree with Craig that it's very unlikely that she's gonna come back. I know this is very difficult for you to hear, and it's very hard for me to say. But there may come a time, if things keep going the way they're going, Craig might ask me to marry him, and if he does, I'll probably say yes.
Hey, the water feels great. Hey, bet you could borrow a suit from Pam, Ellie.
I don't think so, dear.
On you, but I wanted to give you that.
Hey, loves here.
I've done this. Now, who told you it was my birthday?
Ivan told me. Why are you keeping it such a secret,
Because I
huh?
didn't want such a big fuss.
Hey, what are you
Hi,
doing here?
I had some business with Lucinda.
You gonna stay for the cookout?
No, I don't want to horn in on it.
Please, horn in, horn in. I want you to meet my dad, too, because I told him a lot about you. So please stay.
So, when's your papa arriving, Pam?
Thanks.
I thought he was going to be here by now, but, you know, my dad, he's not one for dependability.
Now, that's the understatement of the year.
May I say something? I think that dependability is a vastly overrated quality. And I think Larry is a charming guy.
Mm-hmm. You have expensive taste. Just like I do. That's why we have to milk this for all it's worth. String it out as long as we can. This is a chance of a lifetime, Julie.
Lucinda is too smart to let anyone outfox her.
You shouldn't even be here, Mr. Wagner. If anyone sees us together, we're both gonna wind up with a big fat goose egg.
You're wrong, Julie. You have found the goose that lays the golden egg. She's dropped it right in your lap. And she'll keep on, too, if we play it smart. You know, we could bankroll this thing into $1 million apiece. Easy.
Julie, it's Andy. Your landlady said you were home.
Is there another room here?
Go into the Johnny's off the kitchen. Okay. Andy, I'll be right there. I'm just getting decent. Hang on 1 minute. I didn't expect anybody to come over. Sorry I took so long.
Oh, no problem at all.
How'd you be over at your dad's with Duke and Pam?
Actually, I was on my way, but I found this stuff that I thought you could use. I mean, this is my old box from high school.
Oh.
And I think it's the works. So, and these are the tapes,
nice.
and you know, these books I have, you know, in case you need some entertainment because you're gonna be alone, right?
Oh, thank you. Oh, you have to be the sweetest guy in the whole world. I'd offer you something to drink, but I'm fresh out.
Oh, that's okay because my dad wanted to make it an early dinner.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope you all have a great time. Say hello to Duke for me. And tell Pam happy birthday, too.
Oh, I will. I don't know. I just feel bad about leaving you here alone.
No, nah. Don't worry about it. I've been alone most of my life. It's nothing new to me.
Well, you know, Duke will be here later, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. But if he isn't, maybe I'll stop by your house later for some company. Unless Leanna's there.
Oh, no. Leanne won't be there. She'll be with her father, I think. Well, I guess I better be going.
Okay. Andy. Thanks again.
Sure, Julie. Bye.
Oh, I really picked the right partner. You are brilliant, lady. With your body and my brains, we could rule the world.
You were lucky I have a strong heart. What are you doing here?
Well, your mother and your daughter thought we'd
Right.
pick you a very special dinner tonight since your
Right.
wife and your son are away.
You know, the best you could do is let me have 5 minutes to feel sorry for myself in my own home.
Seconds, not even 5 seconds.
Fine. Mom, shouldn't you be at Fashions or at the Mona Lisa or something?
No. I took the night off because I wanted to celebrate what a wonderful family we have. And I think, wait a minute, let me get this. I think sometimes there we tend to forget just how lucky we really are.
You're right, Mom. We're all lucky we have a great family.
Yeah, we were going to invite Mac and great-grandmother, but Mac's working late tonight, and they're moving into Grandpa and Kim's.
Oh, that's right. Dad and Kim are up in Boston with Franny, then they're leaving for London. So, guess it's just us chickens, huh?
Not necessarily. I called the castle. I wanted to see if maybe Mark and Shannon would come over. And Mark said, well, he'd call later.
Well, listen, I hope they do. I've been feeling really bad for Shannon lately.
Well, why, Father?
Well, I would love to go by Tom's. I'd like to be around some people who I like, who understand my predicament.
I was hoping you'd say that. So let's go back to the office. I'll call them and say we accept.
Okay. You know, I love to see you so up and happy.
Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, listen, I came to Oakdale not knowing what I was supposed to be doing, and now we got the center opening, and I'm helping a lot of kids that felt the same way I did. I feel like this is what I was meant to do.
That makes me very happy, too.
And on top of that, I just happened to be with the most beautiful, kind-hearted, sweet, sensitive, warm, loving woman I ever met. Did I get all that in?
Mr. Harrington, where did you find a blarney stone to kiss on the Scottish Isles?
Yeah, you're right. I was lying. There's not a word of truth to any of that, but it did make you smile. I think now I have everything. Well, almost.
think you should make yourself more comfortable.
I don't think I could get any more comfortable. What I want to know is, why aren't you in the kitchen fixing my dinner, woman?
Oh, please. Because I did the 80s woman thing,
Ooh.
and I ordered out from the Pampered Palate.
Oh, good girl. Now we have time for more important endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that once we made love, you were going to lose interest. Because the challenge was going to be over with.
Are you kidding? All day long, all I could think about was being with you. I can't, you see, get you out of my mind. One night, Miss Stewart, and I am addicted.
Oh, no, no.
Well, I'm sure you can understand my frustration at this point, Juanita. None of the information we've had so far has proved conclusive, and now I get this vague report that some member of your family might have news of Sierra, and I don't even know what that means. What kind of news? Well, who is he? What position does he have that he thinks he can get information out to you? And how can he get the information out of the country if he does have any? No, I don't see how you can expect me to get my hopes up like this. I'm not giving any more money. I want names.
Juanita? Yes, hi. Thank you for your patience. I'll get back to you. Goodbye. Craig, her contacts are terrified for their lives. They're not going to give you names. It would mean risking the lives of families and friends, people who are in high positions who have been helping her.
Yeah, I know that. It's got to end somewhere. All these bits and pieces of information that just trickled out every few weeks. There's enough to drive a sane man mad. You know something? You're shrewd enough and clever enough to set it up that way to keep me hooked, keep me dangling for who knows how long.
All I want to know is, based on this new information...
There is no new information!
Whether you want to continue...
No, Tony, there's no new information! There's only you! There's just you. And these tantalizing, maddening little bits of information. No!
A simple yes or no would have been sufficient. I hope you and your son don't regret this decision one day.
Please, God, Sierra, it's got to end somewhere.
Dad, this is Caleb Snyder, and this is Sister Ellie.
Honey, pleasure, pleasure. Listen, I want to thank you for being such a really good friend of my daughter.
She's been a good friend to me, too.
Oh, Eunice. Are you the Snyder that works at Memorial Hospital?
No, that's our sister, Iva.
Oh.
Yeah, I work for Lucinda.
Lucky her.
Yeah.
How about you, Caleb?
Oh, no, I used to be in business. I gave it up for farming.
Oh, farming. That's where you plant seeds.
Yeah, and hope they grow. Yeah, that's exactly right.
We don't see enough of you. I'm glad you could make it.
And I'm sorry I'm late, because I know you wanted to eat early.
That's
but...
perfectly
what about it?
all right. It's not 6:30 yet. Come on, relax.
Okay.
Have fun. Enjoy the hors d'oeuvres. You too, Duke. All right? Eunice, would you get the telephone, please?
At the pool, Andy.
Walsh Dixon residence. Just a moment, I'll see. It's for Mr. Duke, a young woman. Shall I say he'll call back?
No, it's okay. I'll take it. Don't want to keep the young ladies waiting. Might lose interest.
Good on, tell me all about the pool.
Hi.
Hi, baby. It's me.
Julie, what are you doing calling me here for now? I told you I'd be all tied up at the family bash.
I know. I'm sorry. I feel terrible about it. I have to see you right away.
Why? What's wrong?
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
So you want to wait outside for a second? I'll straighten things up a little?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Hard to tell. I'm the only one living in here now. My stuff was crammed in my duffel bag for so long, I had to spread it around a little bit.
I understand.
I've never had my own room before. I have to clean up my act as soon as I get some roommates. Woody and Hey, you share a room across the hallway. And of course, Lois has her own room, too. You know, Shannon said that all the ghosts were gone. You look like you just saw one.
Oh, well, some ghosts are harder to exorcise than others.
Well, they're getting plenty of exercise if they're still around here. Mark has a calisthenics class every morning.
You like Mark, do you?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He doesn't bug us about calling home all the time either. You know, we're not supposed to know this, but he's got the hots for Shannon.
Oh, well, then I'm glad you like him. Shannon deserves a strong and honest man now.
This whole place used to be yours? How come you gave it up?
Oh, well, I was out of place here. It was not suitable for a man alone. I kind of rattled around in it. I was as out of place here as the castle itself is in Oakdale.
Can't imagine you being out of place anywhere.
It's true all the same. Well, I'm glad they put you in this room.
Why?
It used to be mine. I've many memories here. What's that?
No,
Some kind of new alarm?
That's a dinner bell. That means that we better get down right away, or else Lotta's gonna be mad as hell.
Why don't you go ahead down the hall and wash up? I'll catch up with you.
So you're gonna stay for dinner, right?
Aye, since Shannon didn't seem to mind, I might as well.
Okay, great. I'll be back in just a minute.
I love you with all my heart. I want you to remember all this.
I love you too.
Well, great surprise.
Hey.
I thought I was going to throw in a can of beans or something tonight.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you. Listen, so you have Lila's house all to yourself. That must be nice, huh?
Well, yeah, I do, but I'm probably gonna miss the sound of the kids. I've certainly grown accustomed to it.
Yeah, I hear that. I know what you mean.
Hi.
She'll say close to
Shanna.
it.
How are you feeling now, honey?
Oh, I'm fine now. I just feel woozy every once in a while. But Leanne, where's Andy tonight?
Oh, well, he's having dinner with his father at his father's place.
Listen, I had a long talk with Paul this afternoon. There's a guy I feel sorry for.
Why?
Sorry?
Why, Mark?
Well, he's still carrying a lot of guilt over all his father's crimes. I know how that must feel because of Glenn.
I'm sure you're a good help to him.
Well, I tried, but I think that's not something you get over that easy.
No, I mean, I think that's why he's been cutting himself off from his old friends. I mean, it's really hard to talk to him now.
Well, look, at least Bianca was with him at the ball, and so he hasn't lost total contact with everyone.
Yeah, but I think Paul's just feeling guilty because her family was killed by the new government in Montega that his father supposedly helped finance.
The evils that men do live on long after them.
Hey, let's don't talk about James Stenbeck or people like him. I have something to tell you. This child here thinks she's a rotten salesperson. And let me tell you, she just broke all records of summer sales at Fashions today. Yes.
Oh, well, here's a toast to my daughter.
Yeah.
She's the best salesperson and the most beautiful at fashion.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well,
Congratulations.
the woman who bought the 3 outfits really helped. And Julie came in right before closing and bought this very expensive negligee. You know what's really strange was that she was in earlier with Duke, and she told him that she couldn't afford it.
Maybe his horse came in.
Maybe the tips to the yacht club got a lot bigger than I remember them being.
Julie, look, this is really embarrassing. Everybody's waiting for me. Well, why can't you tell me what's wrong over the phone?
I just can't. You'll understand when you get here.
Well, I'll try and make it by after dinner, but Andy told me he left some cassettes for you to keep you company, so you should be okay till I get over there.
No, I won't. You have to come over here right now. I mean it, Duke, right now.
Come on, Duke, hang it up. Come to the party here.
Stay out.
Oh, no, you stay out of it. Come on.
Julie, I'll try and make it by later, but I can't promise you anything.
Okay. Fine. Then it's just fine. I'll go ahead and kill myself, then you'll have something else on your conscience.
Julie? Julie!
Craig, I didn't understand you. What do you want, your car phone? Look, can we just talk about this tomorrow, please? And I'll bring breakfast like old times, all right?
All right, bye.
What was that all about?
Well, Craig tells me I have to go to New York. It seems as though Holden wants out of the partnership. And Craig wants to replace him with one or two executives. He set up a meeting with an agency in New York, and now he finds he doesn't have time to go himself, so I'm going to have to go for him.
I don't like the idea of you having to go to New York all by yourself when we're just finally getting together.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to get used to this sort of thing. I mean, you always have your emergency trips to Chicago, right? Well, at least you know when I go, I will be by myself. When you go away, I have to think about the fact that you're with your ex-wife and your children.
Well, I've never made it a secret that my children are my first priority.
I know that. And I'm glad that they're important to you.
Good. But as far as Marjorie goes, the more time I spend around her, the more I'm certain I'm doing exactly the right thing. You have nothing, I repeat, nothing to worry about.
I can't help it. I wish that your divorce would be final by the time I get back from New York.
Oh, well, I'll see if I can get Carlisle to light a fire under Marjorie's lawyer.
Brock, I just feel better about going everywhere with you if you were mine. And I know it would make my mom and my grandparents feel a lot better about things, too.
I'm yours, divorce or no divorce.
I'm gonna go take a shower, so occupy yourself for a little while.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, Ellie spent the night at Craig's, just down the road from us.
I'll change, Ellie. I'll give up everything in my life you object to if you'll just come back to me.
It's too late, Brock. Craig and I are lovers now. Craig and I. Craig and I. Craig and I. Craig and I.
Malay! This Miss Stewart's residence. A friend? Who's this?
I'm sorry I got hung up so long. I just got called up with Tonio. Hi.
Tonio? What?
All right, look, just relax. Just relax.
What?
It's a phone call. I had a call with Juanita Pereira. Come here. Turns out that one of her
Juanita
family
Pereira?
members... Yes.
Don't worry about Julie's call. Look, she's just trying to cause trouble. She wasn't invited to the party, so she wants to wreck your fun.
And you know her well enough to make that kind of a judgment?
I know her like the back of my hand.
Well, all right. Well, look. How was she acting when you went over there?
Oh, she was fine when I went over there, but... Well, she was hurting from you trying to buy her off.
Well, you wouldn't say that if you'd seen the look in her eyes, the dollar signs that rolled up there when she saw the check.
You wouldn't say that if you'd seen her crying from humiliation this morning.
Come on, Andy.
What's going on over here? Is this like a political...
No, it's just Julie just sounded really upset on the phone, and she's making some crazy threats.
What kind of threats?
Well, like she wasn't like herself at all.
That's an improvement.
Why don't you call her back and you straighten it all out? Make you feel
I
better.
already tried. She's not picking up the phone.
You know, I could go over and see her maybe.
You'll
right now
let
and see
Duke
how she's-
handle it, okay?
Listen, you're not going to feel any better unless you go over there, so...
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Eunice, when's dinner?
I don't know. Mrs. Dixon said she'd give Rosa the word. What's going on with dinner?
It's all meaningless.
No!
Yes.
It means there's hope.
What is taking so long with dinner here?
Dear, could you forget about dinner just for one moment?
No,
We are talking about Sierra and James Stenbeck.
Oh, for crying out loud. What, have you got some new kind of proof or something?
No, John. No.
Well, do you think you could bring yourself back to reality long enough to tell Rosa to put the meal on? Look at these people.
Dear, I thought you were going to wait anyway for Duke to go and see Jean.
He's not going over there. I don't want him to.
Well, I didn't know that, did I?
Look, Pop, why don't I just go over there now? And like Pam said, if I find out she's okay, I'll enjoy the party a lot more. Look, I'll be back before you even notice I'm gone.
This is all your fault.
Darling, I don't know why you make such a bedroom case out of everything.
Come on, let's see if we can get the woman.
All right, one thing you have to say about John, he doesn't change. Same sparkling personality from the time I met your mother.
Dad, you're talking about Andy's father here.
That's all right. Your dad's right tonight anyway. He's got it in for Julie. I feel sorry for her.
So, Craig, I heard you went to Chicago to have a meeting with Holden?
Yeah, it didn't come as any great shock, but Henry Lang has offered Holden a vice presidency, so Holden's decided to take it. Looks like he's going to be leaving our partnership.
So what does this mean? You're going to replace him?
No, I don't think so. I'd rather just buy him out, hire 1 or 2 executives, take over his clients. I want to send Emily to New York to screen a few.
Why would you send Emily when you could go yourself?
Because I got a few companies to run here. And besides, don't want to be away from you. Excuse me.
What is that look all about?
He's sending Emily to New York, and he's not going. Do you know what that means?
I got the distinct impression it meant that he didn't want to leave you.
It means that Brock's going to be without a woman, and that worries me. It worries me a lot.
I hope you're telling me you were taking a shower was a veiled invitation.
It wasn't, but I am getting rather lonely.
Well, we can't have that, seeing how much I'm going to miss you when you go to New York.
No, honey, I'm glad you're having a good time up there. I'm just a little jealous, that's all. How's that little boy? You give him a kiss for me, please?
What are you thinking?
Yeah. Well, I'm lonely. It's all right. It's okay.
Just thinking what a wonderful marriage Tom and Margot have. And what a joy it must be to raise their son together.
Well, don't forget my offer. You know, you'd make me the happiest guy in the world if you'd let me raise that baby with you.
You're an amazing man.
Not amazing. Well, just a dumb cop from South Philly.
Don't you ever say that again, okay? You were far from dumb. You're so loving and compassionate.
Sure.
When I say amazing, that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah, Margaret wants to say hi.
Good. Oh, you're going to make it quick, darling. I need you in the kitchen right now to help me with the hollandaise.
Shannon, Margaret sends her best. She's glad you're here.
It must be beautiful up in the mountains this time of year.
Yeah. Tom, any chance you're going to get up there before she has to come back?
I don't think so. My assistant Ed Hamilton's on vacation, so my caseload's twice as heavy these days.
So, are they settled in up there?
Well, you know, my detective wife, she finds a window ajar right when they got there, so it freaked them for a minute, but they just figured that David and Ellen left it open so the house wouldn't get so musty.
Oh, my dear, don't you think we ought to call Ellen and just check? Because, look, there are 2 women up there, 3 children in a cabin in the
No, I
mountains
don't
by
think so.
themselves.
Margot was laughing at her own skittishness. If someone had broken in, there'd have been more evidence than just that, okay?
Okay. Bye.
Leanne, you think you're going to be able to come out to the castle and see some of the kids?
Oh, yeah, I hope so. You know, I mean, I really felt sorry for Lois. To be pregnant at her age with no husband to help her through it.
Well, you know, I've wanted to tell Leanne this before, but I haven't really had the opportunity. I'm pregnant, too. And in a strange way, I'm in the same predicament as Lois. Even though I'm a little bit older. We better get out of here, otherwise we're not going to get our food, and you're not going to eat.
I only have a hunger for one thing. And it's you. You know, I think this is the first time I've been here when Paul hasn't called.
Really? Well, hopefully he's having too good a time to even think about work.
Yeah, well, me too. Just that when the phone rang earlier, I was certain it was him.
Who was it?
I don't know. I answered it, a man with a deep voice said, "Who's this?" I said, "A friend, who's this?" And he hung up. Is there some secret admirer that you're not telling me about?
Lily. That was Lily. She's so deliriously happy. Total woman. Talk about total woman. She's totally wrapped up in her new husband.
You know, I think maybe we better get to the farm. We're late.
Oh, no, I would like everyone to stay to dinner.
Can you give us a vague idea of when that may be?
Well, darling, when Duke returns.
Look, I tell you what, listen, thank you very much. Really, Ken's going to go. He's got work.
Oh, really, I wanted you all
No,
to
you don't
stay.
understand.
Happy birthday, my dear niece.
By the way, there's a special present for you upstairs in your room, just from me to you.
Happy birthday, the third year, my favorite niece.
I'm your only niece, Lucinda. Oh, but if I had dozens of nieces, you would still be my favorite niece.
Lucinda, is there a phone that I can use in private somewhere?
You gonna call that bookie that Duke gave you?
You know, John, if you ever tire of medicine, you can always become a mind reader. Huh?
Dear,
Yes, dear.
I don't think that you should... You should talk about him in front of Pam.
Oh, come on. Pam knows her father as well as I do.
I hope there's nothing seriously wrong with Julie.
No, darling, nothing. She's just an amorous young lady who misses her lover.
Julie, Duke will be there at any minute, so you just remember what I said. You spring this on him now, and it's all over for us except for the final payoff. Don't rush it. Just stream along.
He's here now. I gotta go. Coming!
Okay, Julie. What's so important? I couldn't wait till later.
Well, buddy, you seem content here. Shannon and Mark seem to be taking good care of you. I hope that someday you might be able to find it in your heart to call your folks. At least let them know you're all right.
I can't do that. You want to play some cards?
Oh, no, thanks. I've got to be getting back to the mainland. I'm sure Shannon will take care of all your needs, but if there's anything that I can do for you, please don't hesitate to call me.
Okay, thanks. Hey, you know, I still can't believe my luck that I ended up in your doorway. I mean, I thought it was just a deserted warehouse.
Well, sometimes things happen in strange ways. Take care of yourself. Stay in touch.
Yeah, it's me, boss. No, everything's fine. McKechnie doesn't suspect a thing. Okay. All right, just let me know. I'll check back. Bye.
The kids are all so different. They're all challenges for different reasons.
Well, I know what you mean. You took on a huge responsibility there.
Listen, I hope you don't mind about my telling Leanne that I was pregnant.
No, it's okay.
Well, I think it's wonderful that Leanne was told. She is so full of questions these days, you know, about romance and about sexual urges.
Exactly what do you mean by that?
Tom, now don't be surprised. Don't look at me silly like that. It's perfectly normal for a girl her age to feel like that.
What's normal?
Dinner will be ready in 10 minutes.
Darling, you want to ask Paul to come over? I know how worried you are about him.
Yeah, I'd like that, if that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah. Sure.
Exactly what kind of questions has she been asking you?
Don't be so silly.
Lisa, I think you opened a can of worms, and Tom's not going to be able to think of anything else for the next 20 years.
Oh, Tommy, now come on, lighten up a little bit. Now, you don't expect a girl Leanne's age to come to her father and talk to him about sex.
See. Okay, thanks, Hal. I will. Hal's really worried. Barbara and Paul haven't been home, and they haven't called. And Barbara was supposed to be home 2 hours ago. I mean, Hal's tried to reach them everywhere, and no one's seen them.
I haven't seen you in a bathing suit for a long time. Stay and swim in the pool.
Actually, I prefer skinny dipping in the pond.
Hello? Yes, she is. Just a moment. It's for you, dear. For Mrs. Walsh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's Mrs. Walsh. You have
News of my daughter? Sierra? Wait a minute, I've got to have more information than that.
I am in the employ of Duncan McKechnie, near to Montega. I can tell you I have heard on good authority that Sierra Esteban is being held by men who take orders from James Steinbach.
Julie, I did not come over here for a soda. My pop was right. There's nothing wrong.
Stop talking to me like that! You're just making it worse!
Making what worse? You haven't told me what's wrong.
I don't know how to tell you!
No, and tell me you threatened to kill yourself to get me away from my cousin's party. The heat's fried to your brain, Julie. You've gone off the deep end this time.
I'm not crazy, I'm pregnant!
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Zest Deodorant Bar. Only Zest gets you zestfully clean. Stay tuned for Guiding Light. Next on most of the CBS stations. Jewelry by Monet. This is Dan Regin, inviting you to join us again Monday for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.